I let it fall, my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark, and I was over until you...
Hey everybody, it's Trish with the Bookworm Gals, and I'm here to bring you another review. First of all, I'm going to apologize for the crappy lighting and how crappy I look right now. It's been a long day. My son finally fell asleep, and so I have time to do this review finally. And I wanted to get it done before I start my new schedule tomorrow, because I'm going to have a lot less time to review books. So, I'm reviewing for you The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. There's the cover of, well, that's actually the cover of the first book. I bought these books as a set on my Kindle. And I'm going to review the first 4 books for you. So I'm going to review City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, and City of Fallen Angels. This series revolves around a girl named Clare who finds out that she's a shadow hunter, and this is a secret that her mother has been keeping from her entire life. She meets Jace, who is also a shadow hunter. She was in a club with her best friend Simon, and suddenly she could see these people with all these strange marks on them, and she's like, oh, okay, that's a little different. And it just kind of goes from there, and she finds out about this whole other world that she didn't even know about. She has a forbidden love in it, but I'm not going to speak a lot about that because you're going to have to read the books to find out. This series was actually pretty good. Worth the money that I spent on it. A lot of people are really disappointed with the 4th book, which is City of Fallen Angels, because they feel like the first 3 books could have been it, and that was fine, and it could have ended just there. I'm going against the grain with this. I kind of feel like the first 2 books could have been put together as one book, and then you would have had the 3rd book and the 4th book, and that could have been the trilogy for me. I really enjoyed the 4th book. I know a lot of people didn't. They think it kind of just went, pfft. But I really liked it. The first 2 books I struggled through a little bit because I think she got a little long-winded, and there was a lot of stuff in it that, you know, it could have been combined. The first 2 books could have been combined for me, and that would have been okay. So, I mean, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that, and that's fine. That's just, I think that it could have been more condensed. It's a pretty decent series. It's another series that has a lot to do with the paranormal, supernatural creatures that exist in folktale. Um, Honestly, I very rarely are my favorite characters the main characters of the book. In this case, Jace and Clary. They're not my favorite characters. Honestly, I have 3 favorite characters. I really like Simon, the best friend. I really like Isabel, who is Jace's adoptive sister, and I really like Magnus Bane. I thought that those 3 characters really made the book for me, and that's probably why I liked the 4th book so much, because it was a little Simon-centric. There was a lot more to do with the other characters in the books than just Clary and Jace, because it just, like I said, Jace and Claire were just not my favorite characters, and I know that I always choose characters that aren't the main characters as my favorites. It happens every time. Um, uh, because the first 2 books were a little hard for me to struggle through, I would probably give this series in all a 3.5, a 3.5 star rating. It was good. It was worth the money. I would recommend it, but for me, the first 2 books I struggled to get through them. It was the 3rd and the 4th books that really got good, in my opinion. So, read these. They're pretty good. The 5th book is coming out sometime this year. I can't remember off the top of my head when exactly that's coming out, but I believe that one's called City of Lost Souls. So I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm hoping that it's going to be a little bit more Simon-centric. I don't know. The end was kind of a cliffhanger, so anything can happen. So pick it up. You might enjoy it. 3.5 out of 5 stars for me, and I'll catch you next time.